Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Serbia enthusiasm in Victoria 3 here. As always, let's do our little good luck charm at the beginning. Hello, me. As always, let's do our little good luck charm at the beginning. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. And we get to start off the stream with something a little new. Today, they just released new music. So this Songs of the Homeland. So that's kind of cool. Finally, some new music in the background. We'll see how it is. The song that's been playing in the intro is the first song on the new playlist here. So cool. We'll see how it is. All right. So we are back. We ended the last episode in a very interesting kind of location here. We are on the verge of actually getting the Serbia achievement. So Sorbia is Serbia, as Serbia owns Saxony. So since we are a protectorate of Great Britain, we decided to try to use that to our advantage. We are fighting Germany with the war goal of conquering Saxony and getting all of our buildings back. So that's about 12 buildings right there. And then Great Britain wants Burma. So we control Burma. So we have that war goal. We control our land, which is the war goal for getting our buildings back. Hey, LaPlace, hello, hello. Welcome back, my friend. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, this is interesting. Hold on, hold on. Nationalize all Serb buildings. Did they change this back? So there was a hotfix where nationalizing your buildings. Oh, wait, no, I think this is just how it views. But so nationalizing your buildings just means holding your states now. Yeah, okay, so we control that war goal. That's interesting. So I feel like that's something they'll change soon. The war goal isn't over here. Yeah, so this war goal is controlled. I think I got afraid of freaked out by this in a previous war in the stream. So Serbia and its allies maintain control of all Serb states or the Serb capital. So the only thing we have to get is Saxony. But we've been having a problem invading them. So we have military access through Hungary. So we've been land invading Oberschlesien. And Great Britain and the United States have been naval invading Germany, and they've been holding everything off. So we had a little bit of issue there. I finished CK3 run as Iberian Sunni female ruler. That's awesome. Wow. You know, I don't think I've ever actually finished a CK3 run since it's so long. But wow, congrats. Hey, Peter. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. How you doing? Hope all is well. I romanced both Aragon and Castilian Queen just to make killing both king easier, and I formed the Iberian Kingdom. Congrats! Yeah, I feel like I want to do... I feel like if I was going to do another... Or not if. The next CK3 run I do, I want to do something in Iberia. Because I've never fully explored the whole Iberian struggle there. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, we'll be doing some more Crusader Kings 3 tonight, continuing the Ireland run. Oh, not really finished. My character's still alive until 71. It's funny how long people can live in that game. I wonder what the historical accuracy of that is. Do people actually live that long, considering the time period? Okay. But we need to find a way to break into the German mainland. Great Britain's having an issue, the US is having an issue, and we are having an issue. Like the only decision just to oof to pass to my heir. That is a way to do it. That is a way to do it. Now, it looks like they're naval invading us, but it looks like the United States is, like, really helping us on that end. Now, the problem, too, is that we are just diving into bankruptcy with our mouth open here. So we need to take care of this. Yeah, we don't necessarily need to subsidize all of this stuff. Or do we? Well, we're going to take the subsidies off. Because we can't afford it. I'm sure it'll be fine. What more is there? Oh, the railway. Munitions. Alright, yeah, and we'll take off the munitions. The railways we kind of have to do. So now it's goods for government buildings. We also have tax stuff here. So we could get rid of the 7.8% tax waste. But we'll need to build more, which will cost quite a bit. So we're going to build some government admin. Against my better judgment, we will be chasing government admin. Let's see. Eastern Serbia, we can do some. So probably about 3 of them. We want to build just enough of what we need, because the construction cost is also going to kill us right now. I wonder, how is it different if you play as a child adventure? Having a realm feels like easy mode. Yeah, can you do a child adventure? That would be an interesting thing, because what is available to you to do? Also, making my diarch happy is an easy way to make regency without conflict. My regent likes me very much. So yeah, that's good. You always want to make sure your regent likes you in that one. So our biggest cost here is, yeah, ammunition, small arms. Let's take a look at our military goods costs here. Oh yeah, and we're in the British market. We can't really import a lot of stuff. We could try to build more munitions where we are. Alright, let's try to build like 2 more of these. But beyond that, I hate to say it, but well, no, we can't go that far down. We don't want to lose 75% training rate. Or I guess the approval we could lose, but the training rate it would be very, very difficult. We'll lose plus 20% morale recovery. But we can do this. Now, is there a better consumption tax we can do? Not really. Hey, Maximilian. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Jacob, hey, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? So we're going to unpause in a moment here. We really do have to figure this out. I mean, what's also kind of killing us is the interest. I wonder if we can make a deal with somebody to take on our debt. Yeah, they really don't want to take that on. Yeah, the size of the loans. What about Russia? Russia likes us. What's wrong with you guys? Oh, ideological differences in government. Oh, you'll give us military assistance. That will be very beneficial to us right now, actually. What more can we give you? I really want that military assistance. That'll cut down the cost of our military goods here. Okay, the ideological differences of government, the landowners. Yeah, I think ours are marginalized. So we can't do that. What about the United States? They should like us right now. We don't want to do a money transfer. Yeah, they don't like Britain, the Russians. Offer an obligation. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do here, right? I sometimes forget about the obligations. So let's get this for as long as we can. I don't really care about the power block embassy. So we'll do that. Yeah, maybe the Russians will take it if we give them the obligation. 60% chance. We'll do this for 15 years because it's investment rights. So this will help us out here. We are still a British subject. So we're using the British to our benefit here to get Saxony. So we can get the, I forgot to add the alliance to that. Yeah, I forgot they wanted that alliance. Ugh. Well, we'll renegotiate it if they approve it. Or can I still change it? Oh yeah, I think I still can. Yeah. Oh yeah, it says we already... Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. So I think that's good for now. I think we're ready to unpause. Oh, we did promise collectivized agriculture, and we're not passing anything. So let's do that. All right. I think we're ready to go. Well, we don't have an already existing one yet. Other than this. Oh, that's right. Well, we already have support independence. Which is actually a better one to have. Because when we do an independence war, they'll just automatically be on our side. We don't have to do any diplomatic actions in order to bring them in. Alright. And away we go. Ah. Well, okay. They declined that treaty. Oh, wait, we already had the alliance in this. Damn. Russian army power projection. Oh, I think the alliance. No. Oh, yeah, and we also want to make sure... What is this? Why is that in there twice? Oh, military assistance needs power projection. Hello there, Vathi. Thank you, thank you. So that's what's doing it to us, huh? Well, that's too bad, because that's the only thing I really want from them. But we did just get it, we did just get it from the Americans. So let's try, or pause here, because I want to assess here when to start the next land invasion. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait a moment, let our forces regather, and then the US and Great Britain are going to start naval invasions again. You know what we need to be doing also now We need to start blockading them. So, let's see where their market access point is. So, Elbe. Would it be here, or would it be here? I think it might be here. Oh, yeah, yeah. So their port is right here, so it would be right there. Okay. I wonder, is that what this one is already doing? No. Hey, Daruka, hello, hello. How are ya? When I'm in Serbian situations, I always hold on to my glass. It makes me feel comfortable and secure, and I don't have to shake hands. Okay, good advice, good advice. Let's hold on to our glass. Let's hold on to our glass. Yeah, well, we're having issues with our trading centers right now anyway. Oh yeah, well, we're in the British market, so unfortunately our glass is their glass, and their glass is our glass. Hey, Viethrung, hello, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I know, we are at a bit of a deficit right now, so we're gonna have to try to take care of this, because we're going to debt, but the war is worth it. We have another naval invasion going here. That is a normal deficit for this time of the game. Yeah, and the fact that we're in war here. In fact, it's rather low. Only 100k is nothing. Those are rookie numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't though want to hit default while at war here. That's my only worry. So we have this naval invasion starting. I think we might wait a little bit more. We'll wait till it hits. And then they gotta send soldiers over there. And then we'll start our land invasion. Although the land invasion will take a little bit of time to start too. Maybe not. Yeah, this is gonna fail. So let's start ours. I think, yeah. No. I always get the strategic objective and the invasion buttons mixed up. It will just always happen. Oh, yeah. Alright, go for it, my guys. Do the nation proud. Hey, as you said the other day, what's a bankruptcy or two, eh? Yeah, exactly. What's a bankruptcy or two? We already had a bankruptcy at the very beginning of the run, when we fought off the Ottomans. What's another one? What's another? Honestly, if we win this war, we get the Serbia achievement. I'll take a bankruptcy for an achievement any day. Bankruptcy is just a word, and negative 100k is just a number. What matters is the friends we made along the way. That's right. See? There you go. Positivity. We're making friends through every little town in Hungary here that we pass through to war. And we're going to make so many new friends in Saxony when we take it. Actually, what I'm kind of hoping for is... so if we do this and we get Saxony, we get the achievement, then we regroup, we reforce, and then the next war will be the independence war against Great Britain, and I'm kind of hoping we'll be able to sway Germany in by giving them Saxony back. So that's the plan here. That is the plan. You know, I actually should start taking a look at how much percentage of our debt are we actually increasing by. So we're going to take out a calculator here. Take a note. How much debt are we in? 26.5 million. Our capacity is 38.02. So we're utilizing about 70% debt. So what are we? We're in March 1909. We'll see how much more we're actually taking in. Oh no, we're not building it. So our, well, they're building stuff, although just not at the moment. So yeah. Reminds me of that one time Liechtenstein went to war with like 12 people and came back with an extra person because they made a friend along the way. Oh my god. What is that war? I gotta look up that war. Can't wait for the Liechtenstein World Conquest run. Maybe that I will do that, and that's what I'll name it. Making friends along the way. Great Britain. Why are you at war with France? Wait, is France in this one? No. Stay focused, my friends. Yeah, like, what kind of naval invasion are you launching here with 52 armies? Our invasion already failed. What can we do? First of all, hold on. Where... yes. You know, this is the same HQ. Alright, hold on here. Alright, let's do this in a second. The industrialists have taken an interest in commercialized agriculture. Many industry leaders hope to secure the entire supply chain for their companies. Oh, this will get us more production research speed. We'll get that. The trade unionists are already happy. Yeah, we'll take this one. Is Liechtenstein even in the game? I don't know. I don't know. All questions to ask when we take over the world with them. Alright, let's do this. It's Great Britain and France. Do they really need an actual reason to be at war with each other? Hey, Super Frank, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, my friend. How are you? I assume someone poured wine on someone's fish and chips, and it just went from there. That is totally what happened. Someone poured wine on someone's fish and chips again. Like, that's it, boys. Take your guns. Oh, we got an achievement that we already had. I don't remember what that one was. What's institutional? Oh, what happened? The US left the war. Well, that's not nice. It wasn't wine, it was balsamic vinegar. And I do it again. Daruka. How dare you, sir? How dare you, balsamic vinegar. Someone called the chips fries. This means war. The great Parisian wine spilling of 1909 historical event, really? Oh my god. You just gotta love 19th century history. Although we're in the 20th century right now. I don't think so, Daruka. I was mostly making a joke, but it's not releasable. Someone better make it. I'm sure there's a mod. There's always a mod for something. Not gonna lie, chips are awful, fries are better. Better be careful. Better be careful what you say. The British are watching. Wait, why are we so... Oh, here we go. Alright. How does Germany just have so many soldiers? Okay, hold on. Ooh. So now, okay, so what we want to do now... I should have been doing this from the start. Is now we'll do our land invasion. I probably should have just sent the smaller force over there. I said this in Smithy's chat. I'll be fine. Okay, so you've lived to you've lived to chat another day. So good. Stay safe, my friend. From those 19th century Brits. All right, here we go. Here we go. This might be promising. Puts everybody on. Oh, you know, I think our military uniforms changed. Yeah, look at that. Wait, who is this? The Zulus. All right, and now they have advantage here. So one of these invasions has got to hit. Although I hope this one doesn't end too quickly. A series of perceived poor decisions by the Serb supremacist movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, we'll always take negative pop attraction to the Serb supremacist movement. What are the war goals again that Germany wants? The Ionian Islands. They don't have that. Right? They don't have any of them. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah, look at this. So we are now at how much debt? 27.9. Yeah, so 76%. So it is going up a bit. I guess, what's one of the biggest mobilization options we're spending money on? The liquor and the fabric. Yeah, but we need that for the first aid. We need the groceries. Yeah, all this stuff is kind of small beans for us right now. It's all that ammunition. Okay, where are the majority of our barracks? Well, first of all, wait. Are they all hired up? Okay, they are not. See, we are gonna have to... We're sending too many people off to war. As our industries have grown more and more crucial to the future of the Serb nation, so too has the working class. Desperate workers' movements have begun to unite under the cause for socialism. I'll take this one for now. Yeah, we need more. We need more. All right, well, let's see. What are we paying for the munitions right now? 12.7K. Let's subsidize all of them. And then we'll see how much we're paying for the subsidies compared to how much we're saving on them. But we got to get this war finished soon because we... Wait, successful invasion where? Okay, this was successful. Where's the front? Wait, did the front... When was... Oh, did we... Did the front already disappear? Okay. So you return here. Yeah, war. War never changes. I gotta put that as like a sound effect I can play in my streams, especially for Victoria 3. Pretty much every Paradox game. Man, they're making progress here. Alright, you guys go back over there. An influential faction within the armed forces has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of commercialized agriculture. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. Yeah, we'll give a little bit more power to the petite bourgeoisie here. The industrialists are kind of starting to run away with it. Dorjiz Kadovijic, leader of the petite bourgeoisie, has made a remarkable play for power in the capital in order to secure a spot for the petite bourgeoisie within the government. However, it's not entirely clear if they should be rewarded for their novel tactics. Nah, we're cool with that. Isn't that quote from a movie? Oh, that's the quote at the beginning of every Fallout game. Pretty much every Fallout game begins with that quote. It might be from a movie. Well, it's also in the Fallout TV show. So, kind of a movie. Alright, what can we do here? What can we do? See, we're also starting to lose manpower. We're starting to lose manpower a bit. Now, has our blockade done anything? Not yet. Alright, so these guys have the lowest. Oh, poops. Oh my god. What happened? What were we doing here? Yikes. That's not good. Yeah, so our barracks... We're not bringing in enough new soldiers. Oh, that's right. We lowered... Damn. Yeah, we need to bring those wages back up. We'll see if that does anything for us. It should. Damn, you know, I shouldn't have done workplace safety and raised the minimum wage here. We're having a bit of an issue. Alright, let's see, we need another... This guy actually might be better to put... What's the terrain here? Oh no, this is all flat terrain. Yeah, we're not really fighting on any mountainous land here. Oh, man. Okay, we're just gonna promote here. And then over here, we want a defensive person. Yeah, we'll put the meticulous person here. Too many. Alright, let's send, just for now... Okay, so we need to do this again. So we'll take the smaller army this time. Although I say smaller, but I should be looking at the manpower. You have 17.3k, 29.8. Okay. So you are gonna go invade Hanover. And then you are gonna invade here. I'm gonna set everybody to advance the front. And pray for the best. It's like you said, war is hell. War never changes, sorry. Oh, how did I mess up the Fallout quote? Minus 10 points to me. Yeah. What's interesting is, though, Germany is kind of tied up. They're not even going after this anymore. Ooh. What are textiles in the markets? Overproduced. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, see, I should have held off a little bit on starting this. You know, we could probably, at this point, maybe send our National Guard force up to the land invasion because the British outnumber them. No, actually, because we have about 60,000 troops there. If we took that off, it would be kind of even. Maybe we split it up, because if we had 40 more up here... Alright, let's do that. We're going to split it up. Yeah, we'll just call you the 5th Serb Army, that's fine. And yeah, you go join them. And we're still good here. Alright. Erg. Ugh. We've got to make this quick. Oh, you know, I didn't end up... Oh, wait. Yeah, I didn't actually end up looking at... So we're paying 5K for the subsidies. And we haven't cut down the cost of ammunition at all, though. That's unfortunate. So we could cut 5K if we cut out the sugar and opium. And another 3K if we cut this out. But we kind of need the battle occupation. Well, we don't need the battle occupation in the National Guard. So we'll cut that out. But we kind of need it in everything else. I suppose we could stop temporarily subsidizing the railways, but... Has upping the wages helped the hiring here at all? Not really, no. Ooh. Okay. So we have a successful invasion. So... beeline it to Saxony, my friends. Yeah, do that while these naval invasions are occupying people. So we hold this. Ah, yes, yes. No, no. Yes, no. Come on, come on. Britain, send me some troops here. Although they probably can't march through Hungary. That's probably the problem there. Ah, man. Oh, they just sent a whole bunch of more troops there. Oh. Will you go, meet up over here? Do I dare send these guys over? That might collapse this front. Well, we're about to reach default. We gotta do something. Go. Just do it. Why? The stupid supply thing. Oh my god. This stupid bug. Alright, well, it's just them. Ugh. Forget it then. Just get out of there. So you can get around this bug by taking the army out of there. And they're just going to have negative 58% offense-defense. So look, yeah, now, the moment they leave that front, their supply goes back up. Alright. Where's that other army of mine? They're pushing us back again. Yeah, and because Great Britain is now the war leader, we can't negotiate anything. Man, it's like Germany never loses people or manpower. And now they're losing supply. So I figured out something interesting about the 200 construction buildings. They generate demand... Wait, something interesting about 200 construction buildings. They generate demand faster since they employ about the same people as 400 and 600. Might support ag supremacy early. Interesting. So 200 construction buildings employ about the same people as 400 and 600. That's interesting. To look into that. It's like Germany is a great power with a million of people and a robust industry. Yeah, but so is Great Britain. Great Britain is more powerful than them, and so is the United States when they were in the war. I mean, that's what I find interesting, that the two largest military powers couldn't break into the fourth. Though I guess the US wasn't sending their full force over here. We're losing... Oh. Oh, Shammer. Hey, thanks, guys. Damn. Sharky Boy, hello, hello. Same borders since, like, episode 7? No, last episode we took Kosovo. So we got a little bit more down here. And right now we're in a war to get Saxony. See, the problem is this is just going to stalemate. They're not going to be able to lower our war score, and we can't lower theirs. Idea being you get 3 times more people to work by focusing on ag early, generating a lot more demand for goods. So you mean just by, instead of... So you're saying here, just go for, instead of 200 construction buildings, you might as well just go for like 400? See, I want to send these guys up here. But we're just going to lose supply. Yeah. The moment we enter, we lose the supply. The same thing has happened here. Wait, what? We took Posen. Why? People. Focus. This afternoon, Zoran Senic, leader of the Industrialists, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of commercialized agriculture. Let's do that. No, using 200 construction goods as your main... Oh, deep peasant buildings until you can get enough income to support more construction without going too much into debt. Oh, I see. It's your main peasant buildings. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess, and then, so what you mean too is like, and then you're just letting the private sector do pretty much all of the rest of the economy. It's not a bad idea. Oh my god, what is happening here? YouTube was down for an hour yesterday, and it made me realize how addicted to YouTube I am. Oh, really? It was down? I was teaching all day yesterday, so I was disconnected from the world for a little bit. That's crazy. I wonder what happened there. Erg. This is crazy. So we have Posent now, but we've lost our entry point. Ooh. Oh man, we're gonna reach default very, very soon. Something's gotta change here. We're about to get kicked out of Germany. Plus the demand generated helps investors profit more quickly since you've got 3 times more laborers and farmers and shopkeepers. This is true, but so you're increasing the demand. But the problem is, something that a problem you might run into is like, so you're building the inputs for those construction sectors, but the wood, the fabric, and the iron, because they'll be used as inputs in the construction sectors, won't add to your GDP, which means you won't get as much minting, which means you'll have less budget and you'll go into debt quicker. I guess it depends on how much your private sector really starts building buildings that are adding to your GDP. If you overbuild the construction sectors like that. This is a war. Somebody else's war. Well, damn. We had it for a second there. The state's efforts to define the nation by a shared Serbian identity have spurred a feeling of alarm amongst the Bosnian population. Many Bosniak people fear that they will be forced to assimilate into the dominant culture. What is the Bosnian fervor right now? Yeah, we'll take that one. And we were sent back. You know, this landing has gone on for quite a while. Alright, so... how much do they like us? Not much. Minority afraid of getting dominated by majority with language. Shocking. Who would have thought that? Yeah. Imagine that. Oh, you know... have I been fighting this stupidly the whole time? Oh, they don't want to do that. Because we can access through Croatia. We had military access here. But they don't like us. Yeah, we might have been able to just do an invasion straight to Saxony. Hey, Swole Joel, hello, hello. You got the new DLC? Yes, yes, I do. I do. This is our first run on the new DLC. We're in episode 10, so we started it the day the DLC came out. So it's still going. So we've had some interesting border stuff. I think because we've been playing through all of the patches, so everything is a little wonky. Holy, that's very red. Yeah. I think we're going to default here. The armed forces suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards the Ottoman Empire due to our poor relations. We could use a little bit more happiness for the military, because if we go down any bit... Yeah, we definitely can't take this right now. It's like a new game. It's only music, not too... Oh, yeah. Oh, the music thing. Yeah, the new music came out today. Yeah, we were playing it a second ago, but it's now moved on to other stuff. But it sounds pretty cool. It'd be nice to get just something new to play. Yeah, it's like a whole new game. Oh, look at this. Oh, are we not... Okay, hold on. I gotta reposition, yeah. Oh yeah, we are not on the front. Oh my god. What am I doing? Let's put the 5th Serb army there. And then I guess I'll put the 2nd main one on there too. Yeah, we'll get rid of your strategic objective. Same with you. Yeah, send everybody this frontier. It's still a working theory, but so far it's getting results. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Example, grain farming. The pops that work there are buying it since they're not rich, so there's a feedback loop that grows in per capita. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that works. Because if it's working, it's working. Alright. Unfortunately, I think we gotta get out of this war. So the only war goal against us here is Germany will get investment rights. Oh, we can't... We can't get out of it. Isn't wood the current deep peasant meta? Well, I don't think any one building is like the deep peasant meta, because you need so many different things, right? But, I mean, wood is definitely very profitable at the beginning of the game, so you definitely want to, like, build up as much as you can, especially since the construction sectors take so much. So that's, like, the main depeasanting building, I would say, at the beginning, yeah. In the midst of the debate surrounding commercialized agriculture, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the industrialists, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so we're a little bit over the hour mark right now, so yeah, we're about to have ads start in 2 seconds, so we're going to take a break real quick, so that we don't lose any gameplay to ads. So we'll be right back in 90 seconds. Alright, and we're back. Man, I think there's no better description of this war than lukewarm coffee. And that's what we have going on. Oh, you know, okay. We should continue blockading. So we are now in default. I wonder, what's our most expensive army? So our main one here. This run is very ruined because Great Britain wants to puppet him. Yeah, Great Britain kind of really threw a wrench into this whole thing, because not only being this a subject of them has hurt us, but they haven't really helped us when it comes to military either. So that kind of sucked. I heard it's wood because it only takes 200 construction and employs the same amount of pops as farms. Oh yeah, I mean, wood is definitely by far the most profitable thing at the beginning of the game. But in terms of, like, de-peasanting your population, I guess it depends on what the meaning of, like, of it being the de-peasant meta. I think you still need, like, you need to be focusing on a lot of different things other than wood. But wood is, like, a major focus. It's something you're going to need a lot of. So you're going to be able to de-peasant a lot with wood. Wood is really strong since it starts at Sol 5, but the lower strata have a lot of needs you can spread out across multiple buildings to not tank the price of any one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's still multiple things you need that you can use for de-peasanting. But you do need, like, quite a bit of levels of wood, because your construction sectors alone are going to take a lot of it. Then when you need to build, like, your furniture manufactories and all of that. As they say, mo money, mo problems. Yeah. Mo money, mo problems for sure. That is part of our problem here. AI overlords are chill with AI vassals. Yeah, they have different parameters with human abilities. That is so true. That is so true. Oh yeah, and pops consume wood too. Yeah, that's true. For, like, heating needs and stuff like that. So there's also the pop needs for it. Trying to decide what our next move here should be. We can't let default go on for too long. The thing is, once the war ends, we'll have a positive budget again. But we don't want to go too far over our debt limit. I would prefer not to declare bankruptcy. But we can't leave this war. I mean, we could just demobilize all our armies. But then we'll be under occupation. If we could just get to Saxony, the war could end. Hey, Sneaky Spudworth! Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you, as always. How's it been going? I think wood is a good resource to max out. First, it's a construction input. Second, it's a pop consumable. And finally, they are cheap to produce via construction points. This is true. This is true. But I wouldn't focus everything on it. Doing well, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. I'm just kind of bummed about this run, to be honest. We swung for the fence to get Saxony here, and, well, it didn't quite work out for us. But we were so close. We were so close. But now we're in a bit of a situation here. we... Oh. Ah, good. Okay. So the war's over now. So let's fix our crumbled economy here. Wait, what's with America getting frog army fighting ice agents? What is happening in America? What is happening in America is the thing to be asked every day. Every day I wake up, I feel like in the United States here. Every day I wake up, I feel like Captain Picard on the Enterprise. I just wake up and walk into my living room and just be like, status report. And that's pretty much every morning in America right now. Yeah, oh no indeed. I agree. Me going in all in for the strats is killing me. I need to take a more balanced approach. I've done the Captain Picard meme a lot more lately to my friend. Yeah, right? That's basically what it is. Hey, Joe! Hello! Good to see you, my friend. How are you? How are you? We're in a South Park episode for the next 3 years. Yeah, that is excellently put. That is pretty much where we are at. We're in a never-ending South Park episode at this point. Honestly, though, it is exhausting. It really is. It really is exhausting. And it is kind of like, I don't know, like living in New York City, I just feel like every day I'm like, you know he's coming to invade us next. So every day I'm just like, is today the day? Is this it? National Guard's gonna get deployed to my streets here? Because you know it's coming. Life imitates art. Life is always imitating art, unfortunately. I would like art to start imitating life. Alright, so we can... Wait, we're... At what point did we start subsidizing logging camps? Alright, so we can stop doing that. Let's fix this up here. We can stop with that. Yeah, waiting for... Yeah, you know Philly, too. Philly is definitely next. Philly is definitely next. In fact, unfortunately, yeah, I kind of feel like it would probably be Philly before New York. But yeah, it sucks, right? Living in these major cities at this time point, you know, that stuff is coming. Sometimes fiction makes more sense than reality. Yeah. Yeah, and I know New York is coming next, and I know that as much as I love what the people in Portland are doing, like facing the National Guard with like absurdity, I fear here in New York we don't have that much chill. It might start that way, but it will not go that way for too long. Portland has much more chill than we do here in New York. I guess the welfare... Oh, we can definitely cut down these military wages now. Hey, Nick. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. New York City's probably going to happen after Mamdani gets sworn in. No, see, actually, I was thinking about this. I kind of feel like... I kind of feel like it's going to happen in New York like the day before the election or something like that in order to mess with the election, because he doesn't want Mamdani to win. Although, yeah, maybe he will let it happen to use it as a pretense for invading the city. But I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, it's going to happen like the day before the election or something like that, so that people don't want to leave their house to go vote. Thank God the Phillies versus Dodgers are already over before the National Guard drops by. Yeah, this is true. So we're taking a look at the budget here to see what we can do, if we can cut down on things or just take the bankruptcy. Darn it, now look what Obama made Trump do. If Obama had not implemented martial law during the Texas military drills, we would not be in this mess. Or it could be because of Pizzagate. Yeah, right? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's because of, as the guy tweeted out, Biden's FBI planting people during January 6th, ignoring the fact that he was president on January 6th and Biden had no control over the FBI. Hoping World Series without him will do funny stuff. Hey Jabba, hello, what's up? Oh, what's up is we lost the war for Saxony, and we are probably going to take a default unless I can cut some stuff out of our budget here. We try to tackle this 6K, but that won't do much for us. Yeah, the war proved costly, and I totally would have been fine taking a bankruptcy if we had gotten Saxony and gotten the achievement, but I don't think it's going to be enough. A way to think of the U.S. Army branches: National Guard is the reserve combat forces, and the Army Reserves are the reserve unit support forces. That is why the National Guard tends to be infantry units, and reserves tend to be division support unit or level units. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, some insight into the military there. Because yeah, I don't know all the intricacies of it like that. That is a good way to think of it, though. Keep it in perspective. Yeah, my friends, I think this is a bankruptcy right here. I don't think we're going to be able to really effectively cut anything else. We could cut construction sectors. We could cut government admin. But even if we cut every single government admin, so that's 18.7K, that's not enough here. And we're just going to get tax waste from that. Now the goods for the government buildings aren't even really that much. Military wages. We could cut the subsidies to the railroads and the ports, but even that's not really going to cut it. It's really these interest payments. The interest got too high. So, and we're paused because we don't want any more of this default penalties here. Kind of ironic they brand some religious terrorists, but pardon, a literal terror group. Yeah, January 6th. Yeah. Was it they are now part of ICE? Yeah, the interest is what's killing. The interest is the main thing that's killing us. Been a painful run, this one. It has been, right? This one was tough. This one was tough. Even though, you know, we have expanded quite a bit, but we haven't really been able to achieve the goals we wanted in this one. Military operations have been tough in this one. Like, we pretty much won our war for independence, but got screwed because of France here. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling about it and just bite the bullet and take the bankruptcy. Bankruptcy number deuce. So let's, yeah, we'll keep it like this. Build up our reserves a little bit. Oh, we do want to turn construction back on. I declare bankruptcy. It shall be declared. So let it be written, so let it be done. Alright, what are we going to build here? See, the other problem is we're kind of... Okay, we have some people here. We have some peasants to work with, it seems like. Problem is, though, we also have buildings in these places that need employment. So let's continue and not build. Let the reserves build up a little bit. How about you remove your navy? That's not a bad idea, right? Just the goods alone. Well, yeah, we're paying 7K for it. And I suppose eventual independence, we're not really going to utilize the navy all that much against Great Britain. Yeah, you don't use that for now and for extra money. Yeah, and like, how much are they costing us right now? Like 20K. You know, I think we will. Oh, we can get scout cruisers now. Let's cut it in half for right now. We'll do that. Now, what is this war? What is this war about? Oh, look at the Swiss flag. Okay. So, Austria's trying to make Switzerland a protectorate and take South Tyrol. Switzerland wants to humiliate. Yeah, what happened in Switzerland here? They kind of look like the Cameroon flag. So what do they become? Parliamentary republic with autocracy. I'd rather death spiral than lose Navy units. Yeah. I mean, the problem is, it's true, we're not really gonna... Our Navy's not really gonna battle Great Britain. Our next focus now, I guess, is independence. Hello. 13K in subsidies. Okay. Yeah, so let's take a look at the railways here. We shouldn't have to pay that much to subsidize these railroads, so let's go through them, figure out what's going on. Oh, hold on, we're not subsidizing that one. Which ones are we subsidizing? So the one in Kosovo. Wait, do we need that many? What's our... Yeah, how much infrastructure does one give us? 20. So first of all, we can downsize it by 2. We can't even downsize more than that, huh? So engines are a little expensive. Is the new update also adding more state modifiers other than the previous one? Well, wait, which new update? The one that came out today? The one that came out today is just added music. And, well, they said the second to last hotfix, they said this is going to be the last hotfix for a little bit. But then they ended up adding one more. But it seems like they're not going to be doing any more updates for a little bit now. The Malaya get the natural harbor modifier. Oh, did they add one like that in a hotfix? That would be interesting. How are our motor industries doing? So steel is crazy expensive. Everything is crazy expensive. I think part of the problem is also we've lost a lot of people in the war. So we've lost a lot of our workforce. Though we have people here. Oh, Sneaky Spudworth, you're doing nice. You're doing your backyard baseball stream tomorrow. What time is that one going to be? Because I would love to join that one. I really want to see that. Our friend Sneaky Spudworth is going to be doing a stream of the game Backyard Baseball tomorrow. I loved that game back in the day, and everyone should check it out. It's going to be fun. Victoria 3 will be fixed, and then Victoria 4 will be announced. Yeah. That would be our luck, right? How the Southeast Asia is a natural harbor. Yeah, that's true. It should all have natural harbors there, right? Alright, so let's take a look at some of the other ports. Is that the only one we're subsidizing, or do we have more? Or, I mean, the railways. Let's take a look at what's going on there. Okay, so this one too. Yeah, see, look, these guys all, like, overbuilt this stuff. They're taking up workers. So we can do that. We can do that, but that's still not really... Yeah, first of all, I don't want to make anything... I'm not going to make these things profitable. Subsidizing these other companies making money. Yeah, we're just going to take that off. And then the ports. The ports. So we'll figure out what the deal is. But we don't want to go to Anchorage here. Though maybe we do. Yeah, we don't need nearly as much there. We can stop subsidizing it. And Serb, Montenegro. We'll do a cargo port. Now what are we subsidizing? Oh, the trade centers. Yeah. The trade centers we can stop subsidizing. It's not working out for us. All right. Now we have a bunch of tax waste. I tend to only subsidize development buildings, ports, rails, and electric. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll subsidize other things just to jumpstart them, but you usually don't want to keep it there for too long. Railways, generally, I don't have to subsidize all that much. You can make them profitable. The problem is we've had foreign investors overbuild. So that's been annoying. Why are we getting... Do we have turmoil here? Yeah, we got a lot of turmoil. So this is part of the problem here. So we have a lot of bureaucracy. Well, we have a lot of bureaucracy. So let's cut back on some of the government admin buildings here. Yeah, like Kosovo has 6. Is it? What about the taxation capacity? They're well over it. So let's cut back on some of these. Yeah, in fact, we might... Which one is it? There we go. Just cut back to 1. Alright, where else? Let's go back here, because we could use more workers here. What's our taxation capacity? Okay, so we're over it. I did play USA a couple times solo, and I might have to subsidize some industry too. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes just to like get them started. I notice a lot of times when you first build like your first motor industries, you kind of got to subsidize them in the steel just to get it jump started. See, yeah, the other problem is we're having some market access issues. But we're going to continue to cut some of these government admins. Oh, here's one of the new songs. Yeah, Serb Montenegro. We can cut a little bit. Can't cut a lot. Cut one. The eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate who would provide the best leadership for Serbia. I think we kind of want to start leaning into the trade unions here, so we're going to do that. Oh, and we've got an illegitimate government. Well, let's do this for a little bit so we can get some loyalists from political movements back here. Right. With some of the excess bureaucracy we have, though, maybe we will... expand law enforcement here, lose some of the state penalties. 121, yeah. Let's go to level 3 in law enforcement. Is Manor Lords co-op? I own that game too, and I saw a big patch for it. You know, I don't know if it's co-op. I love that game. I've been wanting to do a stream of it for a while. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know if it's co-op. I've never looked into that. That would be a cool thing to do, since you can do trade and everything in that one. With socialist ideas sweeping across Serbia, the Abramovich government has determined that drastic concessions to arrest its progress must be considered. There is sufficient momentum for a rapid policy change. So we could get wage subsidies. What do we currently have again? I kind of forget. Oh, we have poor laws. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Same welfare payments. We'll raise the minimum wage, but we'll lose that negative 15% political strength. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Singing Smudworth. Yeah, I don't believe it is. Ah, poops. Hey, Maximilian, I'm lurking today. Yeah, no problem. I always love a good lurk. I always love a good lurk. Glad to know you're there, though. Radicals have become an issue in Victoria 3. It really has, yeah, with all of these movements and stuff. Like, look at this. We are suffering quite a bit from radicals right now. That game looks so good, Manor Lords. It really is. I love... Manor Lords is so much fun. I can tell it's good, too, because my wife was into it. We did our... I had it playing on the TV, and we built our own little town together. And she really got into it. And she's not like a gamer. That's how I can tell it was good. It even pulled her in. Okay. Raise minimum wage. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was smart. That was the better way to go, right? Now, one thing that's going to help us is once we pass this, we'll complete this government petition, and we'll probably get the industrialists happy here. So we'll get a little bit more investment pool contribution because our investment pool is okay for right now. But in collaboration with the Liberal Party, Pentalija Ranovich has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Alright, we got commercialized agriculture. Huh, yeah, their happiness went down one. So much for that. But still early access. I'll wait till it's a little further along. Well, that's the interesting thing. It's been in early access for quite a long time. So it's been out for a while and it's had a lot of major updates already. So I'd say it's still at a good point to purchase right now. I think it's going to be one of those things that is in early access for years. Kind of seems. Yeah, it's a legit early access game, and I can't wait for them to implement co-op. They may not, because for a small studio, it's a tough feature to implement. Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's still like this, but for a long time there's been, like, 2 map modes in it that are like, you can't click on it, because it's like, eventually we'll do this one. But I haven't loaded the game up in a little bit. I've missed a couple updates. Party-affiliated newspapers have been proliferating during this election season. Publications associated with the Liberal Party have been particularly effective in spreading the party line. Yeah, I think the Liberal Party... Oh, did the other party just go away? Damn, we lost the trade unions. We lost the trade unions. Favoritism for our regiments in Western Serbia has led to an animosity from regiments in the neighboring state of Bosnia. They're requesting that all regiments should be treated equally. Ooh, for 10 years we got added offense, defense. We will take that. Do you know Alphaville Forever Young? No, I don't know that one. What's that about? I've been keeping my eye out for top 100 Steam games, and Manor Lords cracked top 100. Wow. For one consecutive week, aka Manor Lords got into the top 100 leaderboard, and I saw I got a big patch. Yeah. I mean, the lore around the game is, at least it started with just one guy making the game, and then it got picked up by Hooded Horse. And I imagine there's a team on it now, but essentially people still talk about it as being a game made by one guy. Oh, a song from 1984. No, I don't know that one. So the amount of radicals is definitely hurting us. Yeah, we need maybe a better taxation law here. Maybe go to proportional taxation. What would they want? They would want graduated. Well, we'll do that for now. Because eventually we want this one. This would be better for us right now. And it would probably appease the socialist. Yeah, let's go to proportional for now. This should appease them. Now, it looks like we are selling buildings, so... Part of our problem, too, is we have way too many people building in our country. We only own 37% of our GDP, but it's just because we're protectorate of Great Britain. Is there a difference playing Child Ruler and Child Adventure in CK3? I've never tried a Child Adventure in CK3. Child Ruler has... You're always under Regency, so you kind of have to trust your Regent. I hesitate to start using government construction here, because we can't really afford it. I think we're going to have to significantly cut down... Yeah, military wage is good for military buildings. We're going to have to decrease the military here, unfortunately, to get our economy back on track. Oh, we can take these strategic objectives off. Alright. So we got some... Got some things to do. So we'll cut this... Oh, we can't. Because we have this thing brewing. Oh, commercialized agriculture pissed them off. You know, they don't like monarchy. Maybe we can get off of this. Alright, what we'll do is... Okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong... Oh, this is the Communist Party now. So the Socialist Party is appeased. I didn't realize we had a different one brewing here. So this one isn't very strong, but it is preventing us from changing the military around. Hey, Inuri, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, my friend. How are you? Good to see you, as always. Feels like you don't own your economy. Only 37%, that's barely what you need. Yeah, no wonder the economy crashed. Yeah, well, the economy crashed because we went to war. If we hadn't done that war, the economy wouldn't have crashed. But the long-term problem, yeah, is our GDP here. Being a subject of Great Britain, and the U.S. has investment rights because of Great Britain, that's really hurt us here. So if we can get independence from Great Britain, we'll get back all 169 levels of those buildings. We're kind of in a we're in a difficult spot at the moment, and our investment pool, or not our investment pool, our reserves have been going up because I imagine buildings are being sold. But that's just lowering the amount of GDP that we own. Now, I suppose what we could do... Like, Scandinavia owns 5%. We got camera. Oh, see, though... They're all amicable with us. Are they supporting our independence? Oh, we don't have any treaties with them. Yeah. Great Britain has taken quite a lot of our country away from us. General Dragisa Vojovic, noting severe unrest in Bulgaria, has proposed using the army to suppress agitation in the area. While his political allies support him, there is a heavy risk to following his plan. One thing we could do... So we have Russia supporting us. Of course, now their military sucks. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I suppose now we want to get good with Germany. Sorry we went to war with you guys. I wish that the United States was not backing Great Britain. So we're going to spend some time improving relations with Germany and Italy while we bring down the effects of this bankruptcy. Why is low GDP ownership bad? Say you and I assume dividends are negligible. then can GDP ownership be ignored? I can understand if people care about dividends, then yes, GDP ownership matters. But I would like to hear your take. So part of the problem here is that so they own this much percent of our GDP, right? So part of this, so to start, part of this is regional HQs. So we're not getting as much into our investment pool because the regional HQs are taking that out. But also they're taking dividends out of our country for the stuff that they own outright. And so that's part of the reason why a lot of our interest groups are kind of decimated because they have no wealth. So like if you look at what do we have here? Like our industrialist wealth has probably been hurt. Definitely the trade unions here have kind of been hurt by that. So a lot of our interest groups have lowered income, which also means they can't afford to buy a lot of stuff. So in terms, like we had a very good standard of living before that war. But now, because our pops don't own our buildings, they're losing big chunks of their income, and they can't afford to buy a lot of our goods, which is also hurting our local economy here. So that's part of the problem that we get. Yeah, hey, Germany, that whole war thing, that was just a joke. We didn't really mean that. Ambitious middle strata citizens are opposing proportional taxation on the grounds that when they inevitably become wealthy capitalists, they will be excessively taxed. Yeah, we'll take this one instead. Like, let's take a look at building ownership. So, as the government, we don't own much. Yeah, we don't own a lot of industries here. In fact, let's stop. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're under bankruptcy, so everything has to be sold. We don't own a lot here. And then if we take a look at Serb pops, so they own quite a few stuff here. Quite a few stuff here. But if we look at foreign ownership, like, look at all this stuff. Like 100, like most of our motor industries, like a lot of our most profitable industries, the dividends for them are all going out of the country. And then a lot of it are also regional HQs. So the reinvestment is going out of the country. I'm wondering, should I go with my gold mines to the gold company PR? Should I keep them for dividends? Which is better? Yeah, let me remind myself. I think the gold company... What is the prestige bonus on that give again? I think it's... or the prosperity bonus. I think it's prestige, right? See, the one good thing about the... Oh, yeah, so it does increase minting. See, for the gold, the main benefit to you is the minting. I mean, the income too, yes, but this will increase the throughput bonus by 28.4%. So that will increase the minting of gold mines by 28.4%. So if you can use a company slot on the gold company, I think the gold company is a good thing to have because it'll increase your minting. Gold company is useless unless you have extra company you don't use. See, so that's the drawback, is that you have a limited number of company slots. So is it more beneficial giving up on another company? I feel like if you have like all the companies you really want, you get one more. The gold company isn't so bad, but you get a benefit to your minting. But I feel like, yeah, there are probably more beneficial companies. I enjoy your take. Pop's soul can go down, yeah, with lower GDP ownership. Yeah. Like, we had quite a good standard of living, and now we're kind of in the tank here. Yeah, I heard good takes on the gold company, too. Yeah. Yeah, the gold company can be beneficial. I think that's just the problem, though, is that you only have so many companies. It gives you bonuses like minting, but you're already building gold mines. Yeah, but getting a 20% throughput bonus, basically 28% more minting, it gives you more money in your budget to work with. What is the initial map for a low developed country? How much can local prices differ? Maps, that is. Maps. Wait, do you mean Mappy? What is the initial Mappy for a low developed country? Usually you start, I think, at like 60% Mappy. I think that's like the default. I'm pretty sure. So Mappy is like pretty difficult. Or the local prices are pretty difficult in that respect. Opportunity costs. Default is 75 per second, 75% tech up to 100. Yeah, you can get up to 100. I think their default is lower than that. I think it's like 60 or 65%. It's also a scarce resource. Even the US better to get Colt firearm because everybody's doing war. Yeah. Yeah, the Colt building is pretty good. FM26 beta. Oh no. Oh no, don't tempt me, please. I swore off of Football Manager. I can't go back. I can't go back. Then you'll find every single stream I do is just Football Manager. Okay, hold on here. So we are... Oh, you're playing as Orange. Oh, yeah, okay. Gold Company might be beneficial there because you have so many of those gold mines. Gold's your economy. Yeah, yeah, actually a gold mine there. Don't you have... I think you have access to a specific company, too, in Orange, right? Isn't, like, De Beers or something like that in there? I hate this. I hate this so much, but we really do have to cut. Oh yeah, once again, we can't. We can't. We are in a spot here, huh? All right, we gotta cut more government admin. So who can... I don't want to lose taxation capacity. Yeah, so we can cut quite a bit here. You know, we could do this, actually. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, we lose way too much bureaucracy for that. Okay. In Bosnia here... See, this is... Okay. Oh, okay, we're going to take a quick break. So I'm getting a call from my kid's school. So be right back in a couple seconds. All right, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to end today's stream here. My poor little guy needs to be picked up from school. Because he is not feeling well, it sounds like. Wonk, wonk, wonk. So, apologies, everybody. So we're gonna have to end today's session here, unfortunately. But it gives us a good point to stop and reflect on the run and figure out where we're going from here, because we probably will only have one more episode of this. We're definitely finishing this series next week. So maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. Tuesday will probably be the final day of our Serbia run, so we'll try to get something going with it. But unfortunately, my little guy needs to be picked up from school. Yeah, sorry, I apologize, everybody, but I will be back on tonight. So tonight we'll be continuing the Crusader Kings run in Ireland. So that'll start up around 8:30, so about 8 hours from now. So hopefully I'll see everybody back at that point. But other than that, thank you for watching, everybody, and I really apologize for having to end early today. But I guess we got a good 2 hours in. Yeah, I hope everything's good. Yeah, sounds like just a little sicky. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder if he's being lazy. Because he told me this morning he didn't want to go to school. But maybe he was saying he didn't want to go to school because he wasn't feeling well this morning. Who knows? But he is a sneaky little guy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, everybody, I appreciate the understanding there, because... Yeah, I was kind of like... I didn't say it on the phone with the school, but I was like, but I'm in the middle of a stream right now. Tell him to suck it up. Nah, I gotta go get him. Alright. Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny I've done the same thing. Amazing, amazing. Alright, everybody, thank you so much. But yeah, we'll be back on tonight for some Crusader Kings 3. So, as always, be awesome, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.